Pixar is known for delivering high-quality animated movies, and the Cars franchise too.
Chances of winning are 95.2%.
Go McQueen!
Hey there guys, how are you? It's me, the Canadian Movie Buff, with a review of Cars 3. This time around, Lightning McQueen is a seasoned pro who's slipping up in the racing game. The racers from his generation are retiring in order to make way for this new breed of technologically advanced racers. But McQueen's saying, you know what, I'm deciding when I'm done. I'm going to keep on going and I'm going to win one more race and prove to you I still got it. So he sets off to train and beat his rival Jackson Storm in one more race before he's forced to retire. We all know how low Pixar went last time, so it was only natural to assume that the follow-up would either be a bigger disaster or a massive improvement. Having said that, it does make us forget Cars 2, but it does nothing to stand out as its own unique movie. Whether or not you love the trilogy, and yes, it is a trilogy, one thing that is undeniably good about it are the racing sequences. I'm not gonna lie, there were a few moments that legitimately had me on the edge of my seat. You put the cinematography and the animation and you smack it together, and you got proof as to why Pixar has been relevant for so long. I have to give them credit for putting the focus back on racing. They realized that making Mater an international spy wasn't cutting it, so they tossed that idea right out the window. You could tell that they wanted to bury that mistake because Mater is barely in this movie at all. Surprisingly, there's a bit of a heavy overtone in this movie. McQueen sees this new blood and realizes that he's no longer the aspiring rookie that he once was. Nothing lasts forever, and that one day he's going to have to say, that's it, that's the end of my run. Wow, a heavy theme in a Cars movie and I didn't even realize it. Well played, Pixar. Well played. Now, you gotta have some levity among some of the serious moments if you want to have a balanced movie, and Pixar are at their best when the comedy is just as good as the drama, and unfortunately in this movie, both fall flat. Early in, you could tell that this was made with no consideration for the older members of the audience. And it sucks because you know that Pixar is better at this. They can make movies that are for all ages. Toy Story, Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Inside Out, not only did they have themes that both kids and adults could relate to, but they also hit the right emotional notes with everybody. Moments to laugh, moments to cry, moments to be thrilled, moments to be a little bit scared. And then you have the Cars franchise, which has been the scapegoat for making a quick buck and selling some merchandise. It's actually amazing how little effort Pixar can put into a feature film and still make a hit. Let's take a look at the story. McQueen is facing an impossible opponent. He is pressed to retire. He gets a trainer who he feels is holding him back. Something happens that causes a rift between the two, but they reconcile just in time for the big race. And you can pretty much guess the outcome from there. When all is said and done, Cars 3 is far from Pixar's best, but it's not quite its worst either. It has its moments where it shines, but also just as many where it fades. The kids might get a kick out of it for the fast-paced, brightly colored animation, and some of the older kids might watch it for the nostalgia factor, but for everyone else, and that's mostly people on the adult side of the spectrum, there's really nothing for them here. It's the best of the three, I'll give it that, but considering the trilogy's track record, that's really not saying much. Unless you need to entertain the kids for a little while, it's best worth seeing if it's at the cheap seats. Let's hope Pixar bounces back with Coco, and hey, if that turns out to be a dud, this will be the next movie. Alright, that's my review of Cars 3. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? What's your favorite Pixar sequel? Leave your answer by commenting down below. And as always, this is the Canadian Movie Buff saying I hope you had a fantastic weekend at the movies. See ya!